Hello, welcome to my YouTube of Imagine Wellness. I'm Dr. Patty Ann Ford, and I'm coming to you today from the car. Excuse the shakiness. Okay, here we go. We're still. I want to ask you, how is your body image? What does that even mean? How is the relationship you have with your body? How do you treat it? What do you say to it? Think of it like a friend. Do you spend time with your body? Do you hate your body? Do you love your body? Do you just tolerate your body because it's just something that comes along with you everywhere you go? What is your body image like? And I'm asking this because in the world right now, or in my world, in the United States, the movie Barbie has come out, and I believe it is everywhere right now. And there's conversations around girls and women and their body image, what their body could be like, should be like, what they want it to be like. And there's lots of conversations around this image, yet the movie definitely portrays that women can do anything. And so I want to ask you, what is your first memory of your body and how it showed up in the world? What was that like? I can remember my body story. The first time I kind of realized I had a body, I danced almost my whole life, both in competitive spaces, in like a studio growing up from kindergarten all the way to 18. I danced in college for all my 4 years. I went to a Division I collegiate school, and it was a huge part of my life. And I do remember conversations around what you eat and how your body shows up. I remember when I was little having instructors say, don't sit down, you get fat thighs. Those conversations never came into my psyche or my heart or my gut where I paid attention to how my weight was. I paid attention to how my body showed up until I was about 18 or 19. And my circle, the dance team and the cheer team, we were then exposed to what we ate and how our body showed up. And I remember getting praised for weight loss. I literally remember stepping on a scale and people cheering for me when I lost weight. I still didn't really understand what was happening. It didn't hit my heart. It didn't hurt my gut. It didn't traumatize me. But I did understand my body is going to look different in different outfits as I'm dancing in front of crowds up to 60, 80,000 people. And I did understand the difference between if I eat certain foods, my body is going to show up in a different way. So I was able to navigate eating in such a way where I could manipulate my body. After college, I didn't have the demands of a collegiate dance team, so I didn't need to eat in that certain way. And my body showed up differently. And I remember navigating that as I got older and into my 20s. And I definitely paid attention to how my body showed up because I was treated much differently when I had a different body in college. But I will say there was a difference between my worth as a person and my body. I was able to keep the two separated, and for lots of different factors. As I started to navigate eating disorders, as I started to navigate the clinical treatment of them, I realized that sometimes women or men take their body image and their worth as a person and they combine the two. And what happens is now we have a definition of, oh, I'm not a good person because of how my body shows up. Either I'm not going to be loved because I'm fat, I'm not going to be accepted because I'm thin, or whatever story we're telling ourselves, we now are afraid to show up in a certain way because of how our body is showing up or how we're going to be perceived. And now as I'm navigating both personally and professionally in the world of my body, I'm now navigating a really heavy experience of grief. I lost my father 6 months ago and I lost my appetite. So my body has changed quite a bit and people are noticing, and the conversations about my body have started again. And it's been fascinating to kind of step outside and watch these conversations happen, experience them, but also I'm able to introspectively internalize that my worth is separate than my body. And as I've treated people with eating disorders in the last 10 years, I've worked with people and their body and food the last 20 years. And there's definitely a difference between keeping your body image separate from your worth. So I'm here to ask you, is your worth, is it the same as how you view your body? And that's a hard question. Meaning, did someone tell you as you were navigating your worth and your definition that you had to be a certain way in order to be loved? You had to be thin, you had to be pretty, you had to be curvy, you had to have a big thighs, you had to have skinny thighs, your arms had to be a certain way, you had to have a six-pack, your stomach couldn't stick out. And if it did, change your body in order to receive love. And that could look like you're going to be more successful if you're thinner, or you will not be successful because you're pretty. And all these conversations around body image are very real. They can be very subtle. They can be nonverbal. They can be verbal. They can come from abuse. They can come from neglect. And I'm here to offer that you can have worth outside of your body. It is such a delicate terrain to navigate. It is so sensitive. It is so delicate. So tread very lightly. And my practice really untangles the conversations that you have inside yourself about your body, about your food, and that can impact how you love yourself, therefore how you're going to show up in your relationships and how you're going to show up in your business. And if you hate yourself so much where you're having unkind conversations about your body, you're not going to be able to show up and love the people in your life. You're not going to be able to experience joy or connection, and it's going to impact how you show up in the world. If you like this, follow, like, and subscribe. And if you want to have a conversation, please connect with me. Have a good day. Okay.